Well, somebody just threw me the keys for the electric G580 EQ. We got it right here. This is crazy. A former military vehicle, the G Wagon, is a complete icon. And for the first time ever, they've electrified it. So let's take this thing for a spin. All right, so we're inside. Hit the start button, put it in drive, let's go. Little wiper action. And we're gonna fold our mirrors, there we go. And you guys may hear, it's got some funky electric noises built into it. I think we go this way, here we go. It's funny. Wow, it goes, lots of hustle. There we go. Cool steering wheel, very, very typical Mercedes. The layout is very familiar if anybody's driven a G Wagon before. Handling is good. It's a heavy vehicle, but it certainly handles better than the Hummer EV I was driving not that long ago. Touchscreen, good size. A little bit of a thinner screen, but again, very typical to the Mercedes EQ. We've seen this gauge cluster in the past. Got some, oh, this is strong recuperation. I like that. Very good. Yeah, cool. The G is, it's a cool truck. Very classic design, very boxy, tall greenhouse. Very tall, very boxy, very square. We've got some adjustments here for traction control. Low range, interesting. So I guess that just changes out how the motors operate off-road, and you got your touchpad to do all of your stuff here, or you can use the touchscreen. Traditional rearview mirror, so no camera function built into that mirror. So that's interesting. And it's wild that the Mercedes is still using these stocks. These are very classical Mercedes stocks. I believe, actually, Tesla used to use these same stocks in the Model S and Model X. I believe Model X too. When did they switch over? I guess they used Model, let's see, now Model S. I think 2015 they started using these and then got rid of them when they did the refresh. I believe, pretty sure when they did the refresh 2021 they got rid of stocks altogether. So very interesting. We got some juice, wash some of these bugs off. And there's the watch dinging. But one thing I thought was kind of interesting is the noise that's piped into the cabin. And of course you can change the type of noise and that sort of thing. But it's got this kind of like engine kind of V8 noise, which is kind of cool. And we've got some manual adjustment gauges, nice stitching, blue accents, of course, being the EQ, it's all done with the blue accents. But one thing I thought was really cool is they've actually got blue right into the weave of the carbon fiber. So that's pretty sweet. We got the Baumeister sound system. Mercedes is always known for a decent sound system. We're out in Moab, so we got some beautiful, beautiful cliffs around us here. My first time to beautiful state of Utah. This is really nice. So we're getting to drive the G for the first time here. Cool, good sized mirrors. It's got good response. The regen is decently strong, actually. Let's check suspension. Yeah, it lifts up a little bit. Not bad. Yeah, it's quite controlled, actually. Left to right. Yeah, you can feel the weight, but the suspension in this is pretty tight. I believe this is a sprung suspension. There's no air suspension in this vehicle. And it is tuned. I would say it's not performance. It's definitely athletic, though. It's got a sporty feel to it. Mercedes always, even when they're in their softest settings, I find they've got a decent feedback to them. BMW can tend to be air on the side of a little bit tighter. This is a nicer ride for sure. But you've got some, traditional controls, audio controls, Bluetooth, controls for your infotainment. We've got some cruise control. Yeah, I guess a traditional adaptive cruise control. Nothing too crazy. It's nice with the speakers up top. Power sunroof. This is a, traditional power sunroof, like old school. This would be the same as they've had for, 10, 15 years more. Got a speaker up top there. That's kind of neat. Alcantara suede headliner, leather wrapped grab handles. Kind of cool. This little bulge right here is actually for wind, I was told. So it's part of the aerodynamics. And this is supposed to cut buffeting of the wind when you're driving at speed. Interesting. Yeah, so overall it's a cool vehicle. We got the white, black interior. The throttle feeling is good. It's pretty smooth, kind of coming on and off here. Brakes. Feels like, okay, so it does, let me just see here with the regen. Yeah, the mechanical brakes come in pretty much right away. I can feel them chiming in with the regen. But they've done a decent job. I've been in a lot of EVs that are a lot choppier than that. So that's not bad. That's very important to integrate a smooth transition between mechanical brakes and regen. Let's just give some space to this Hummer in front of us, and we'll juice it a little bit here. There we go, right down. Okay, so it goes. It goes. Definitely got some power. We are at 41% state of charge, but it's definitely got some power. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, it's a comfortable truck. It's a G Wagon, so I mean, you gotta love G Wagons to want to be in here. But I think overall it's pretty cool. Yeah, Mercedes I think has done a decent job. It's got these giant marker lights on the front corners, and there's a huge cult following for these things. I think they're cool. I'm not especially enamored with it in any way at all, but it's kind of cool that they're making it. It's certainly the most macho vehicle coming out of Germany right now, and it's now finally been electrified, so that's pretty cool. All right, so here's a great example of that piped in sound. We're just slowing it down here a little bit here. All right, let's see if we can get the mics to pick it up. And there's the sound there. So it's kind of a muffled, faded replication of the G63 exhaust. I would say it's something along those lines, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, the G Wagon is it's a unique vehicle, and it's definitely a vibe out here in Moab. Very cool. Great. I get to give it a whirl here. We're going to juice it here into the next lane. There we go. Yeah, it's got good giddy up. We got some cops out. Wow, we got to take it easy. Take it easy. Here we are. We're just pulling into the Tesla Supercharger here. Get some juice here. Whoa! We're just squeezing the old tires there in the Hummer. All right, we are gonna charge here at Moab. Come on, baby. Here we go. Click. Charge here. And we want 2D, so we've got our stall number, 2D. Unlock the adapter. There we go. Okay. There we go, unlocked. Okay, we just heard it lock into the vehicle. Come on, Tesla. So we got some lights on here. Initializing. Oh, we just made a noise, like a bass drop. All right, let's go. There we go, we're charging. Good stuff. Back on the road, so we gotta push charge port. Interesting. And what's cool is you have to press this button to release the charger. So that's kind of unique. Very cool. G Wagon. All right. We're in beautiful Moab. We got the sunroof open in the electric G Wagon. This place is a vibe, and we are driving the monster G580 electric SUV from Mercedes-Benz. The drive in this thing it's good. It's very German. All right, here we go. Back on the road in the G Wagon. It's dinging at me for seatbelt. That's good. Safety first. There we go. So I'm buckled, but it's saying that the rear seats are unbuckled. There's nobody back there. All right, so speed is over here. Cool. 33 and a 30. Moab is so beautiful. Check this out. Look at this. Just off-road stuff everywhere, mining stuff everywhere. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Great place to test out the G. So let's see what we got here. We got some climate. We'll get the AC going. Navigation's not bad. EQ, where to? Nice. So we're at 98% state of charge. I like that you can adjust your recuperation, they call it. They don't call it regen. So that's neat. Typical horn. Nothing exciting there. Carbon fiber trim is nice too. So it's nicely appointed. I like it. The seats are, they're not the Designo seats in this one. You can get the diamond quilted seats as well. There we go. Little stoplight situation. Good brakes on this vehicle. Excellent brakes. We are in downtown Moab right now. Let's see if we can get this sunroof going here. There we go. So that's vented. Let's see. Does it... What do we do here? That's closing. Oh, you got to pull back on the switch. There we go. All right, here we go. Off the line. Cybertruck. Right to the floor. A little clip there. Not bad. That's definitely quick. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it's definitely quick. But I would say this is probably quicker than a gas-powered SUV as well. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, definitely quicker than a gas-powered G Wagon. All right, so now that I've had a chance to drive the G580 EQ Mercedes for a little while here, I want to kind of give you a little rundown on what my thoughts are. So I've driven a lot of electric vehicles, electric SUVs, and having worked in Legacy Automotive for many, many years, I've had a lot of exposure with, the Mercedes product. This vehicle is no exception to Mercedes fit, finish, build quality. It is solid. The suspension is very well tuned. There's no air suspension, but for a sprung suspension, it rides pretty decent. It is responsive. It is, let's see. It's stiff, but not terrible, for sure. The seats are well bolstered. I've got the sides of my kidneys and shoulders are decently supported. So good seats. The steering wheel has a good feel to it. And I don't know, I almost kind of like some of the piped in sound. I'm surprised I'm saying that, but if you want a good transition vehicle, that's what this is. This is an electric vehicle for somebody that really is coming out of a gas vehicle most of the time. They're competing against a gasoline powered G Wagon or something like that. So to have that transition of people that like the sound and, they kind of enjoy that. I think of it as something like a ringtone on a phone where you have kind of personalized sounds. Obviously, we don't have bells on our phones anymore, even though that's the way phones started way back in the day. They had those brass bells that when the signal came through from the phone call, it would go ding, ding, ding. So now in our electronic devices, we have digitally reproduced ringing bell sounds. So I guess it's kind of like that, and to each their own. It's kind of fun, but it's got kind of a neat little sound to it, which I don't mind. It's fun, and you can customize it and whatnot. But yeah, overall, the fit and finish is great. I love the carbon fiber, the leather trim. It's a nicely finished vehicle. The vehicle itself is derived from a military vehicle, so it's by no means super convenient or utilitarian or what have you as far as, a family or day-to-day use. There definitely are some, compromises that you take in driving a vehicle like this. You are driving a brick, so efficiency is certainly not its friend. And it's not the fastest thing out there. It's not the quietest thing out there, but it certainly has its own attitude. So I would say it's a fun vehicle. Is it for me? Well, maybe not personally. It's not really my style, but definitely to a G Wagon owner, you know, for somebody that's in that crowd, it has the same presence externally as a gas G Wagon. And, you know, being electric, it's got a lot more conveniences, being able to refuel at home and skip the oil changes and all the nonsense that comes along with driving a gas powered vehicle. So I would say it's a pretty cool truck. It really is. And you're going to be at the service center a whole lot less than a G63. So yeah, would I get the G580 over a G63? Yeah, of course, hands down, without a doubt. And the fact that you can charge them out at the Tesla Superchargers, that's a huge plus. So I would say overall, out of 10, I would say it's like an 8.3 for me. 8.3 out of 10. It's a solid vehicle. It's a lot of fun, even with the piped in sound. Guys, we'll see you in the next video.